Where's your place in the new paradigm, do you think?
Well, since I come from technology, I literally come from a technology family from Silicon Valley, and I did try to get away from it, but coming from my lineage, like that's the other half is my dad's side. They're all engineers. So, it's passed down multiple generations of engineers. So I just naturally was getting jobs in technology, even though I was trying to get away from it. And then I ended up being the first woman of the web, and that just keeps on happening where I go into like my travel, learning, healing journey, and then back to tech. Healing, back to tech, return to body, back to tech, return to music, back to tech. So right now I'm juggling the two again because we have the AI revolution, and since I used to create innovative digital designs, UI, UX, user interface, user experience, and was a digital product designer and strategized about this for, on and off from 20 to 40s and 50s now. From my age 20 to, so from the 90s, I started doing tech and was in and out of it. So I'm right now been building an app for trauma therapy. It's a for EMDR practitioners, eye movement desensitization reprocessing has been known as a way of what I call return to rhythm and rhyme. Because what happens is in trauma is you kind of glitch out. You're like, ee ooh, like that robot that's like, oh, rather than I'm flowing in life, we get stuck in these loops and then we can't get out of these painful loops. And a lot of times the loops are not symmetrical when you think about symmetry versus asymmetry. They're glitchy, they're uncomfortable, they're stressful. So EMDR is about moving your eyes back and forth in a symmetrical fashion, and that actually helps your brain reprocess and use both sides. And it's known that the corpus callosum shrinks when you have trauma. So the information going from left to right does not always happen, and you might be stuck in a fragmented area. So I've been creating an app for EMDR or EMDR practitioners, I'm sorry, and it's called bilateral stimulation. And that's what this is. You stimulate the two different sides, and that brings you back into rhythm. And so I took that class this year from January till June. So right now we're in June, or until end of May. So it just finished a couple weeks ago, and in the last of the class, I was creating this app, and because I was like looking for which system I wanted to use, and I was like, I don't like any of these. Let me build one. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And because of AI and because of my history of building and design, I can actually build what I've been dreaming of my whole life for healing. So I got into tech design so I could develop systems for us to feel good in life. And I got kind of like involved in other people's visions and was searching for people to work with to create my visions. But now I can create my visions because I didn't find my team. But now I have my team through AI. And then I have a few, I did meet through Awaken Dream Synergy some coders that are my friends. So that's that too. And so it's called Bliss Up app, and it's blissup.app, and it's a way to design the look and feel of your EMDR. You watch this focus object go back and forth, and it's got sound, and this is one of the objects, the owl right here, and this one goes in circles. So I've got different patterns and different music, different sounds, different focus objects, different backgrounds. This is one of the backgrounds I made for it. And so right now I'm focusing on that, and then I'm also, juggling multiple things. I've got a podcast called Technology of Self that will start up again after a few other things are in place. So that's like a little bit futures again. And then I also have my coaching. So my coaching and group coaching. So app first, and then I'm going to take on a couple more one-on-ones. And then I'm going to be launching my group coaching. And then when those things are in place and I'm in good space, I will be finishing up some courses I've been building and books and take on speaking gigs and do my podcast. That's the whole vision. It's been quite a lot. I also love photography, and we're doing a retreat in Bali coming up for women. So I'm building a retreat, and so I'm super busy, and I know I can't do it all at once, so it's one thing at a time. And right now I'm finishing up the app while working on the retreat and taking on one-on-one coaching clients.